Good morning, Vicky.
Good morning.
Welcome to our time of contemplative meditation, where we are going to meditate on a concept of recovery, codependency, adrenaline addiction, excitaholism.
Yeah.
And
why do we keep reading that book?
I don't know.
We used to rotate between books, but
we did, but we're just stuck on this one. It's been friendly. What you know what I was thinking? One of the things I don't ever need in my life is dancing. I don't ever need to dance. Were you a dancer? No, because I had talked about dancing in your mind. And you're like, oh, you dance in my mind, all right. But I was like,
have you ever known me to be a dancer?
I've seen you in your prime at the clubs. No, like we don't dance.
No.
Like once in a while, like I think the closest we get to dancing is when I grab you in the kitchen and I'm trying to like get something like a piece of pepperoni and you're trying to like hold me back from like wrecking my dinner.
Sure.
There's a dance that's going on. But do you like dancing? Like you never liked the act of dancing?
It doesn't matter.
I've been to a few sober...
Even if I liked dancing, it wouldn't matter.
Why?
Because you're not going to dance with me. Like at a wedding, when we go to a wedding, I have at times been known to beg you to like just have one dance with me.
I will come
Sometimes
and slow
you
dance.
Will acquiesce.
I find that dancing is one of the most awkward things that
Sure.
I could ever do.
Sure.
People love dancing. And like a song comes on and there's like a scream of like women and they run to the dance floor.
It's not everyone.
I'm like, why? What about dancing is it? I get like, yeah, I get it at some level, but yeah, like at sober weddings, like I dislike dancing, and then everybody tries to make you dance. Like, come and dance. Like, so when I go to dance, like I like chair dancing. I could be a chair dancer. But standing and dancing, I struggle with. Like, I don't know really what to do. Maybe we should take dancing. Like, you know what I always thought was a cool dancing?
What?
Swing dancing.
You'd have to take lessons.
That's what I mean. Take it. Like, like we could take YouTube
definitely
lessons.
Have to take lessons for that.
But I like the swing dancing. There was a movie about swing dancing. Hi, Karen. Karen dances. Oh, like Elaine on Seinfeld.
And we've beat the topic of dancing now for 3 minutes.
I kind of feel like Elaine when I'm dancing. Like I just like.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
But
think
swing dancing
could be fun if you learned it.
Maybe we should take it, or maybe we should try to learn it.
Sure.
Or break dancing. Could we do a couple?
We can't do anything like that right now. So.
Everything's shut down. But we could YouTube maybe once a week how to do swing dancing together. I've seen my friends' parents at a gathering and they started swing dancing and it blew my mind. I wanna at some level. Like it's not a huge one. At some level, I want to be those parents. So like when down the road we're at like a gathering and maybe one day when our kids get married or something and we're at a little gathering, we start swing dancing and everybody would be like, oh, yeah, that's hashtag goals.
Okay, write it down. Didn't know.
So where would we start?
New information
Have
for
you?
Me.
No. What's the movie? Swing Boys? Is it called Swing Boys?
I don't know.
I find swing dancing very manly. Like it's like there's a purpose. It's assertive. There's kicking. Okay. There's cool moves. Yeah.
I'll do some research. I was not aware how manly swing dancing was.
But then you get to what's that other movie? Patrick Swayze.
Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing. No, I couldn't do that. Like it's weird. For me, I find swing dancing
your
manly.
Your hips don't move like that?
My hips don't lie. Why?
You said your hips don't move
My
like that.
My hips are lying all day. All right. Maybe we could look into this later.
Okay.
At the very least, watch Swing Boys. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
Fantastic. They used to imagine being at a dance club and they shut it down. What?
Nothing. I'm just apologizing to the camera.
I think Karen, no, I think we should learn. I think for the Ashes to Ruby shows, we should get more dancers and have, because
this feels like a painful topic. This topic feels painful.
It is painful. I've been
feels like you're stuck on something that you're just, you and dancing. I feel, are people trying to picture you dancing? Is that, I just feel sorry for all of us.
All right, let's just get into our reading, and the discussion for dancing is still open. It's not a closed door. We could do Ashes to Rubies.
Karen has jumped in a little bit, but
yeah. Okay. All right. It is January.
No dancers. No one's come forward and said, "Yeah, dancing, go for it." It's we get you.
We get you. All right. January the 5th.
I feel like dancing's been non-existent for 2 years because of COVID. So.
I had a guy in the treatment center, and he was a heavy guy. And we were outside of a church after a thing, and all of a sudden he started breakdancing. He was very good.
Maybe I could see you breakdancing.
It shocked me. Breakdancing is almost like aerobics or something. So I would prefer not to do that. I want to do a couple.
You like to skip cardio day?
All right.
There's some dance workouts on my app if you want to try them.
When I was in wrestling, we had to do aerobics.
There's a bar ballet type.
Stripper bar?
No, ballet.
Strippers. Okay. It's not a stripper bar. It's a stripper post.
Just read.
All right. We killed that one.
You killed it.
Beautiful. All right. January 5th. Thank you for joining us. Here is our morning meditation. Karen, we miss you. Karen is in the Newfoundland right now. Oh, so amazing. I saw your pictures this morning. Very cool. This day, I will concentrate on the inner meaning of the commandment, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I will accept myself, for that is the primary condition under which the good in me can grow. Unless I am at peace with the child of God I am, I cannot love and help my neighbor. Regrets are vain. They interfere with the good I could do today, the making of a better person I want to be tomorrow. Regrets get in the way.
They do.
That's regrets. Today's reminder: condemning ourselves for mistakes we have made is just as bad as condemning others for theirs. We are not really equipped to make judgments, not even of ourselves. Thomas A. Kempis said, all perfection in this life is attended by some imperfection, and all our far-seeing is not without obscurity.
What?
That was a tricky one. Here, you read it. All perfection in this life
is attended by some imperfection, and all our far-seeing is not without obscurity. Okay, so perfection always has imperfections beside it, and if we're trying to look into the future, it's going to be obscured.
Wow, that was a beautiful quote. Today, here's our quote for the day. Today, I pray for wisdom to build a better tomorrow on the mistakes and experiences of yesterday. So the meditation is how do I love thy neighbor? How do I go to do the command of God? How do I do God's will in the act of loving my neighbor? It says, unless I'm at peace with the child of God I am, I cannot love my neighbor. So if I don't have God's love that has transformed who I am so that I can love myself, then I'm not really loving my neighbor. I'm not loving you. I'm not loving anybody in my house. Forget my neighbor. I think neighbor is a statement of inclusion of everybody around me. But I think the meditation is, do I love myself? And then what gets in the way of that? They're saying regret.
Oh, for sure.
Regrets are vain. That's an interesting concept alone.
It's true.
So regrets, which are like, what's the definition of regrets?
Wishing we had done something differently.
So living in the
Like,
past.
yeah, looking back at whatever our actions and not being satisfied and being discouraged and wishing differently.
Are vain. So pride.
Mm-hmm.
So that gets in the way of God's love to me and impedes me from loving those around.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the meditation is what gets in the way of God's love for me to do the commandment of loving thy neighbor. What regrets do you have? What regrets do you have? Do you have any regrets? It can be easy to live in that. I think I can walk into that, wallow into that of self-pity or insecurity because of my regrets.
Mm-hmm. Are your regrets usually about yourself or other people?
I would say my regrets would be mainly on myself, and it comes out in insecurity. I should have said this. If I was better, if I did this more, I would be better at that. I would be able to look better or speak better, or I would say more on myself.
Yeah, I think that's probably typical.
Typical. Yeah, typical. All right. May you feel God's love today so that you can love the world around you. And I think that's where that action comes from, is really having God's love in my life to be able to love myself, to love others.
Yeah.
May you dance the day away today. Dance, do it. And keep the peace, be of good behavior. And we will see you later at noon. I'm speaking again, double whammy. At noon, join us for our LifeLab recovery meeting. Everybody is invited, whether you're seeking, or in recovery yourself, or you have people in your lives that are in recovery. Come and join us. We're going to have a recovery talk and time of sharing at noon on Zoom. All right. Goodbye.